Boots are made for walking. That's just what they'll do. So these dirty boots are gonna walk over Spain stuff.
Day 1. Buen Camino.
It's already falling apart. All strapped up and ready to go, boss.
Here we go.
Let's go get some bread. Our Camino has officially begun. Weather-wise, this is absolutely perfect. It's overcast. It's even raining a little bit. Thank goodness for that. If it was sunny out, this would be incredibly miserable. So yeah, we got up early. Neither of us slept very much. I think just too much nervous excitement about starting this thing.
Not to mention we got in super late last night.
And then we had a lovely breakfast at our hotel thing, and this will probably be the nicest place we stay throughout the whole trip. They even made me pancakes. Pancakes. I was so excited.
And they had homemade jars of jam, like melon, banana.
Day 1 of the Camino is the hardest day of the entirety of the hike. It is basically straight uphill for about 10 to 15 kilometers as you go up and over the Pyrenees, and then you have to drop down an elevation all the way back down to our first town. In total, about 26 kilometers. This is the first time I've ever walked across the land border. And especially one that's so far away. Right now we're in France, and then once we get up and over the Pyrenees and start going back down, we're gonna be in Spain. That's pretty cool.
One of the things that I wanted us to do before every day on our hike is just to kind of set some intentions on what our hopes are for the day. It's kind of like a cheers to the day. Josh's intention is that he hopes that we make it there just enough tired to enjoy the beer that we get when we get there. And my hope and my cheers for today is that we are seeing the world and cheersing to enjoying the beautiful countryside, enjoying each other, and cheersing to our families. Buen Camino. It's time 4 o'clock. Okay, here it is. How do we look?
Really good.
Oh yeah, it's coming down now. It's not even an hour into our walk.
Yeah, we just started. The rain let up for a little bit, but we still got the ponchos on just in case it changes its mind. So the route we're taking is called the Napoleon Way. Sheep! Oh, they're also sheep.
Hello. Sorry.
And this is one of 2 ways that you can take to start your Camino from Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port. There's also Val Carlos, which is the route that's a little less intensely steep as this one. So the reason this is called the Napoleon Way is because this is the route that Napoleon used hundreds of years ago to make it from France into Spain when they were invading Spain. Even before that, this is the route that Charlemagne used to get up and over the Pyrenees, but hundreds of years before that, the first mention of this route is in around the 1100s when monks found or used this path to go up and over the Pyrenees, and it was the safer of all the paths because there was just less places for bandits to hide. Yeah. I sure hope we don't see any today. Are you bandits? We were down there 30 minutes ago. How's it going?
You know, it's kind of discouraging to see non-stop hill, but we're going.
We are up in the clouds now. Can't see too much. Visibility is maybe 20 meters ahead of us. Almost to Orison. Now this hostel up here in this area up here is where a lot of people stop on their first day because of just how tiring this first part of the hike is. It's just straight uphill for 3 hours straight. Okay.
Downhill! We're going downhill!
Not uphill for 1 second. So the reason that most people take this Napoleon route the hard way is because of the beautiful vistas that you get over the valleys as you get up and over things, but I don't know. This is what we got right now.
I see some cows.
There are some cows. They're very scenic.
Those are the sounds of the bells on the sheep and the ram.
It's finally starting to open back up. We're out of the clouds now and we can see some things. It's pretty nice. So I'm noticing two things as we're walking this, and the first is that this is the best marked hiking trail I've ever been on in my entire life. Every couple hundred meters it tells you how far you've come, how far until the next town or the next water stop, and anytime there's any sort of nebulousness about which way to go, there's a sign right there to tell you. Just up and up and up and up and up. This hike is starting to get incredible. The higher up we go, the more we can see these valleys leading down into streams and these massive, I think, eagles just soaring around left and right above us. It's, what a moment.
The cows and their sheeps and their jangly bells makes me feel like I'm running a marathon and they're cheering us on. Yeah! You know, the people that wait at the corner with water and bells and they're like, you can do it! Thanks, guys.
We're definitely losing our minds a little bit. Hi.
This is what we're splitting for lunch.
It just feels like every single meal that we have anywhere is just bread on top of bread on top of bread. This morning we had a baguette with a pancake in the middle of it.
Carb loading.
It is carb loading. But man, we need something a little more filling than that.
It's so magical. Horses on both sides. They're beautiful. Ginormous.
Yeah.
I gotta say, one of the things that we were most worried about on the Camino was the heat. We had been seeing temperatures that were in the 90s, almost 100 degree Fahrenheit. And now it's quite chilly and quite cold. It's nice for a walk.
Got to be it, the last uphill. Nice little saddle up there.
I don't know. I can't have too much hope. Wow. Wow.
So we're about 15, 16 kilometers in, something like that, and I think we just summited the highest point of this whole hike, and man, am I glad for that. We are slowing down majorly. Everything's super slow. Our feet are starting to hurt. It's all, the wheels are falling off.
Just itsy bitsy many steps. We made it through the Pyrenees though, and yeah, I promise you it's way more epic than it looks on camera. It's hard to capture. There's just wild horses everywhere, cheering us on with their bells. Beautiful mountains, foggy mist, trees everywhere. It's absolutely incredible. And flat ground. A gift, a true gift. High five.
Only 765 kilometers to go. Not bad. We are definitely approaching deliriously tired at this point. We are about at kilometer 20, I think. So 5 or 6 more to go. Just everything's really, really tired.
And of course, in true Josh and Lisa fashion, we haven't really been good at taking breaks. We just keep going. Slow, but we keep going. And we've noticed, you know, people will stop when there's a water fountain and sit and enjoy their food. We just kind of like grab and go and just keep moving, thinking it's the right way. But I'm starting to think, after all these hikes that we've ever done, it might not be the right way.
Our Camino friend that we've seen about 100 times today, Yay! Where's a video?
Oh,
He
video.
said- compared us to a diesel engine. He said we're very slow, but once we get started, we just keep going. I do think that's very much our hiking strategy.
Would Clunk Clunk be proud?
I think so, if it started up.
Ooh, what a pretty sound.
Oh man.
That is the fear. Josh keeps saying if I stop, I won't go again.
Yeah.
But that was very much like Clunk Clunk.
The international greeting that you hear out here, basically no matter who you're talking to, is Buen Camino.
Buen Camino.
And everybody says that every time that you pass anybody. It's just this nice greeting amongst all the pilgrims, the peregrinos, to acknowledge the effort put into this hike and just to say hi as you're going by, which I love because in Wisconsin, when you're driving, every time you see anybody, you just go, hey. And I like that that's also happening here.
This is seriously so magical. We're walking this forest with fog, and then you just hear these bells chiming. You see all these horses just wandering by with their little bells on their neck. So beautiful. And I think we found a place for us to sit finally and take a break.
Come on over and take a load off.
This is the first time we've taken off our pack all day. Yes. Time to get that baguette, huh?
Yep.
What I'd like to do is dedicate this chocolate croissant to Josh. It was his birthday yesterday, but because we had a very long train ride and a very hard day, we didn't really get to celebrate it properly, so I bought this for him. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, thank you. Getting legitimately cold out here. Well, we're not climbing anymore, we're just kind of staying flat, but it's actually pretty chilly. Just 3 more miles to go. No problem.
So close.
We're almost there.
Yay!
Guard.
This last part is super, super downhill. You gotta be a little bit careful, take your time, watch your knees.
Last 1 kilometer. We're so close. I mean, what an absolutely beautiful hike. But we're about done. I think our feet are ready to give out. This downhill for the past 2 hours is, yeah, this hike's a lot for one day. I think if we did it again, we'd probably spend a little more time and then go and stop at the hostel that's in the middle.
These are really nice. I was not expecting this. Very cool. They gave us these at the front, and I think this is the pillowcase, and I think this is the bed covering, which is very exciting. Here we go. Got it. Okay. Ah, sheets. And I think it'll cover, and it's stretchy. Fitted sheet. Come say hi.
After what seemed like an impossibly long walk, we finally made it to Roncesvalles. Tonight we're staying at the main Pilgrim's Hostel or Auberge in Roncesvalles. I'm sure that I absolutely butchered both of those, but Sorry. And this hostel is absolutely incredible. It's entirely run by volunteers, which is incredible. This place is massive. This one is just for the pilgrims, so you have to show your pilgrim's passport, that thing that we got yesterday, to be able to check into this hostel at all. The prices here are about 14 euros per night, which is really good for what you get. This place has all the amenities that you'd want in a hostel, and even some that you wouldn't expect. It's got an absolutely huge laundry room. It offers both dinner and breakfast, and it's got pretty good Wi-Fi considering in the middle of nowhere where we are. This place usually houses up to about 1,000 people on any given night during the summer, but right now they're only at a third capacity because of COVID. To say that this hostel is historic would be understating it incredibly. This thing was built in 1127. So just to be able to stay here amongst all this history in this town, after walking what everyone has told us is the hardest day of the entirety of the Camino, and then be welcomed by all these amazing, warm, just incredible volunteers. What an amazing tradition that we've stepped into. Honestly, I didn't even know the half of it before we got started. But for now, Lisa and I are starving. It's time for dinner. We just got done eating dinner. It's raining again, and dinner was awesome. It was through the hostel. Booked it for, I think, 11 euros for tonight. Totally worth it. 4-course meal, wine, the whole thing.
We had pork, we had pasta, we had wine.
Carrot cake. It was super nice. Met some really nice German people who were hanging out there. Now we are back to the hostel, and honestly, it's like 7:30. And it is bedtime. Another 20 to 30 kilometer day tomorrow, so we'll see you then. Thanks so much for watching.
First, we had to use the restroom like 20 times, right? Because
No need to.
you just gotta.
Where am I?
Maybe.
There we go.
We are looking so good.
The ponchos are coming in handy though. These
Yeah.
Flying Tiger ponchos are, well, they're saving all of our stuff.
Yep. Should we pull over here?
Oh, keep going.
Got a thought?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to share it with the class?
No, I want to, make it into something that we'll put in a video later.
Oh.
You'll just have to wait.
Okay. Open. Which side?
Do you want some help there?
Yes, please.
Lisa just got out of the shower. Lisa, how was the shower? How was the shower?
It was nice.
Yeah?
Really warm. Hi, kitty. What do you got to tell us? So many things to say.